Oh, yeah. Hi, pipe smokers. Yeah, I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. So, we are going to have a Tuesday night smoke, but we're going to have some other things involved for some of the newer pipe smokers, or maybe some of you who have wanted to try to blend. So, on the February 10th, of 2024, I put this very small batch together. It's called RPG number 64, and it has Latakia, Bright Virginia, Oriental, Black Cavendish, and Perique, and it is soaked in rum. Not so that it's puddling in the bottom. So, now that we have our small batch, I actually did try this, okay? I'm letting the tobacco, I took out enough to fill my little baby Savinelli. We're going to really give it a heart-to-heart taste test. So tonight's video really is on blending your own tobacco. What do you need to blend your own tobacco? Okay. First of all, you need original, basic, different types of tobacco, and you kind of mix them. It's like baking a cake. Okay. It's a recipe. The number one thing, I can't stress this enough. Whatever you're mixing, write the recipe down exactly. Because you're going to have some things that you're going to be like, this is okay. This I don't like. And then you're going to have that one blend that you've blended and you've tried like a little chemist or whatever. And you're going to be like, wow, man, this is freaking great. I love this. What did I put in it? And how much? You'll never remember it. So, what I have here is a big box full of, this is my blending tobaccos, okay? And let's go through them, okay? We have Peter Stokkebye Black Cavendish. All right, that stuff is pretty potent. All right, so Black Cavendish is in a lot of tobaccos. You're going to want that. All right. Then next we have Peter Stokkebye Blending Oriental. You're going to want that. Oriental Turkish, it's the same thing from my understanding. So we've got Black Cavendish. Write this down. Black Cavendish, Oriental / Turkish. Bright Virginia. That's going to give it some sweetness. This stuff does not go on the cheap side. Cornell and Deal Latakia. Now, this is pure Latakia. They have Latakia that has Smyrna in it, and I'll show you that and what the differences are as far as I know. That Cornell and Deal is pure Latakia. If you're a Latakia junkie like me, you're going to want to have that in your blend box. Then we have some large Virginia Flake, which you may or may not want to toss in, depending, but that's another blending thing, Now, we have some Cornell and Deal Latakia. This might be the same thing. Yeah, I think it might be. I think I ordered more. Next, we have some Perique. Now, Perique, you don't need 1,000,000 pounds of this stuff. A little bit goes a long way. Perique is really kind of spicy, so you're going to want Perique. Write that down. Pause the video as you go along. We have, don't know what that is. I think it's cigarette tobacco. What do we have in the blend box next? Okay, blending Latakia. Now, I found out that this particular blending Latakia that I got from pipesandcigars.com, it's not Cornell and Deal, and it has Smyrna in it, which is not bad because the Smyrna gives it kind of a smoother flavor. It kind of mellows out the Latakia. And then next we have some Dark Fired Kentucky. All right. And then we have, what else do we have in here? Dang, some of these things are, I don't know, they're hard to read. I can't read it. This is terrible. This is absolutely horrible. Bear with me. Yeah, that's pure Smyrna. And then what I used for my Burley, believe it or not, I bought Prince Albert Burley pipe tobacco. That's what I use for my Burley. So let's go back through it again, backwards, write it down. Number 1, Burley. Number 2, kind of optional, is Smyrna. Blending Smyrna. I gotta really look at this better. Yeah, it says blending Smyrna. And then, of course, blending Latakia. Dark Fired Kentucky. Perique, blending Perique. Buy this off of Pipes and Cigar, and it does say on the label blending Perique. Latakia, big ass bag of Latakia because I didn't think that last bag was big enough. Then we have large Virginia Flake. We have Cornell and Deal Bright Virginia Ribbon. We have our Oriental. And then we have our blending Black Cavendish. So that's what we have in our blend box, okay? And what I would stress, if you want to blend, start out by buying, well, if you're a Latakia junkie, buy a half a pound of it. Buy pure Cornell and Deal, a half a pound. You know, the Perique, if you get 8 ounces, a half a pound, you know, and then pretty much a half a pound of everything else. And then what you do is you get a pipe and you try smoking each individual blending component alone by itself without trying to make a blend. You smoke it by itself. You'll find that a lot of blending tobaccos are going to come on the drier side. For some reason, someone told me why that was. But try them individually, each at a time, so you know what Perique tastes like when you load like a quarter of a bowl of Perique, you know exactly what that tastes like. When you load up a quarter of a bowl of Latakia, you know exactly what Latakia tastes like, and so on and so on and so on and so on through the Orientals and Black Cavendish and all that stuff. Once you have that down, then you can play around. But start out with little small blends. Little small blends, maybe 2 ounces at the most. Write the recipe down. Now, we're going to try this. I'm going to pack this pipe. This stuff's been drying out now for a half hour. The RPG number 64, that's infused with real Caribbean rum, spicy Caribbean rum. And the thing is you know, the rum that I bought is 40% alcohol, which means it's 60% water, other things. So if you spread it out on a wooden cutting board or even a plate, that 40% alcohol, which is a lot of your moisture, is going to evaporate within about a half hour, and then you can try the blend out. This particular blend I was going to soak for 30 days. Well, we've gotten close to 20 days, okay? We've gotten to 17 days. So a little over halfway there, but let's load up a bowl and start that on fire and see what it tastes like. I'll be right back in a nanosecond. Okay, so I did pack this bowl a little bit loose because it still is a little bit moist. Not too moist, but you know, it's on the more moist side. And you know, let's smell this. Obviously, it's going to smell like rum. And it does. Let's give it a try, because we may make a bigger batch tonight and turn this video into blending pipe tobacco 101. Here we go. Let's start it on fire. Man. Really, it is an English blend. Feel the instant relief of Latakia. And if I have to keep relighting this, it's because it still is a bit moist. I can feel the sweet Virginia is kind of balancing off the smokiness of that Latakia a little bit. The Orientals, I can taste those a little bit. And the Perique gives it just a little bit of, I didn't use a lot of Perique. I used 7 parts Latakia, 1 part Perique. But it does give it a spiciness. That tastes good. could use a little vanilla in it. I wonder if you could use vanilla extract as a topping. Well, I'm still undecided whether I want to make a bigger batch or not, so we're not going to do that tonight. I was gonna. I'm trying this and I like it. But I just don't love it enough to make a huge batch. It is good for the reasons I said. I think we're going to have to let this batch go the full 30 days in the rum, and then maybe dry it out a bit, put it back in the ball mason jar and just let it age for a little bit and then see what happens. Yeah, well, we'll be back in a nanosecond. Yeah, so as you can see, I've graduated to a cigarette. I'm just not confident that this blend is going to be something I'm going to love enough to spend a lot of money in my blending tobaccos to make something that just might be mediocre. So I'm going to let it age the full 30 days, maybe even 60 days. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I don't know, my palate just might be off tonight. I don't know. You ever have those nights where, you know, you think you're going to enjoy a great smoke that you've enjoyed before, and all of a sudden it just doesn't taste the same? That's kind of one of them nights that I'm having. So, with pipe smoking, pipe blending, buying pipes, buying tobacco, just don't ever rush into anything. There's no need to. And I'm not going to. I'm gonna shave though. Oh my gosh, look at me. Well, congratulations on Smarty Bob. Smarty Bob has 800 subscribers. He's also got a giveaway. So, you know, he's getting to the age, he's 79, where he wants to start giving things away, which, you know, I can really fully understand that. He's a good man from the Midwest. Yeah. So I entered Smarty Bob's GAW. I've got a veteran friend of mine that may want to try pipe smoking. He loves cigars, so if I do happen to win a pipe from Smarty Bob, if this young man wants it, I'm going to gift it to him. Yeah. Well, That's kind of tobacco blending 101. A little bit. I don't know. See what kind of title I can come up with. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. It got to 70 degrees today. Yeah. Anyways, over and out. Enjoy your Tuesday.